Yeah.
Even among Africa, it was the way it is until we got this unholy romance with the European, where we now need to look at our reality through their lenses. That is why we change our names. That is why I am called Peter.
Hmm.
I got Peter because I wanted to baptize into the Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Because according to the explanation, I didn't say they forced me,
Hmm.
but they forced me psychologically. They didn't force me physically.
Definitely.
There are different ways of doing things. In that the God I was going to serve couldn't understand my language, couldn't understand my name. My name is a very beautiful name, Obehi. That is what you are reading here. It's
Hmm.
a very beautiful name. But as beautiful as this name is, it cannot please God. So I need to take a name, a European name, which is Peter. I'm just using an example of me, but this is the way it is for many millions, billions of people,
Yeah.
that we need to see reality from other people's point of view. So I think that it is important, like you say, that we need to reclaim ourselves, know our history, know where we are coming from, look back to where we are coming from, to our ancestors. How have they been living before now? What is their frame of reference? What do you want to tell me about spirituality in Zulu? Because you are speaking Zulu, right? Zulu language, correct?
Yes.
Tell me about spirituality from the point of view of Zulu people.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm proudly so to speak about it. Actually, that's what I enjoy more. Very proud to be Zulu, actually. The spirituality that I would say our tribe, because to be fair, that's what I can talk more on because I can similarize with them. That's who I am. Um, the spirituality of it, if I do historically, I know that God was uh, worshipped. Actually, not worshipped as such, but he was recognized. The nature was recognized. So God was recognized more through nature. As you know, that Africa is the place where you get everything. You get agriculture, you get different weathers, you get different animals that you can't sometimes probably can't find in other continent. You get those treasures, those minerals, and those were the things that were good enough to show my people that God is there, God lives. And the same God that I'm talking about is the same God that everybody around the world recognize. It's not a different God because God is just one person. It's just one consciousness. Um, so with them, they used to worship Sabbath. So the sixth day, as you can also see in the Christianity Bible, that you honor seventh day, sixth day. Yeah, so Saturday. Saturday, it's where you call the Sabbath. Now it's called Sabbath actually with other religions, and they were very disciplined and they were very focused, and they understood each other, they respected each other in a way that they will be able to understand and focus on what has to be done seasonally. I'll make an example of let me just based on agriculture. um, the fruits used to, which I think probably might be the whole of Africa, if I'm not mistaken, that the fruits and vegetables, you will find them anywhere in Africa, and they had seasons. So let's say probably banana will come in that season, and watermelon will come in summer, and which now you find it's so different because now you can find certain fruits all throughout the year, all throughout the seasons. And you ask yourself that, Are we there yet? But there were reasons for those structures. There were reasons for the way they built, the architect, the archaeology that they were creating, the inventions that they were creating, the language, how you speak the language, and for example, to building a house, it was not on four-cornered. As you can see, most of the time when you go to KwaZulu-Natal or KwaZulu, which is the kingdom of Zulu, there was a place where it was called KwaBulawayo. So if you check KwaBulawayo, it was like a crawl, right? It was like a crawl, and then you can see different housing, which we call amakuma. And those houses were just round. I'm coming with something on that. So they were not built in four-cornered shape. They were built in cycle-shaped. And this is when you start to do a research and you try to bring both Africanism and the scientific ways of what is similarities, what are the differences, and if there are differences, why there are differences. When there's similarities, why there's similarity. What was the purpose? Why those people, ancient people, thought of those architects? So with my findings, I find that, okay, now we've got these houses which were built like a cycle. And in everything that we see, it's spiral. So it's more like it's a revolution, 360 revolution. That's the measurement of the universe, of the earth, of the planet. The planet is round. The waves, when you see the waves go in a form of cycle. A child, an unborn child in the mother's womb, they sit there, or they remain in the womb on a different, on that shape, the cycle shape. The sun is round, the moon is round. Probably some scientific stuff will come and disagree with that, but that's what we see with our naked eyes. That's what we see. I'm just talking about what I see. I'm not talking about me going beyond scientific ways. But then it is when now you connect, when I'm talking about the spirituality and when I'm talking about consciousness, it's not something which is voodoo or whatsoever, but we know that the spirit probably will be also rotating like in a cycle, like in a spiral. So for me, for my findings and my opinion, I think that the world, it's been measured in cycle, in spiral, For instance, our eyes. Look at our eyes. We've got two eyes, we've got two ears, we've got nose. When you look at your nose or our nose, yes, they might be different now because we do all this surgery and whatever. But they're round. There's two holes. Then the ears, there's two holes. The eyes, there's two holes. They're round. And it's very interesting to see these things, and you start picking that, most of the time nature is in spiral. What does that mean? And I know it's I can.
No. It's very interesting what you say, though.
So it's time for us to see those findings and try to connect the ancient times with now. And then coming back to about the house, the houses, how they were built. They were built in order for, apparently it was believed that the spirit, let's say, the spirit around the house will be able to rotate, like to fly freely in the house because it's round. So that's how it moves.